Hello everyone, I am with Ari Engel from the One Drop High Roller. Now, Ari, I was so excited to see you in this tournament, and you tweeted out that, this is your first 100K, so I wanted to talk a little bit about, obviously you're a sick grinder, obviously you're playing everything all the time, but seeing you in 100K like this, what went down? How'd you scramble that together?
Well, I'm naturally quite conservative when it comes to what tournaments I played. And just, a few years ago, I've tried to make a conscious decision to play bigger and bigger. And then, I hit the Aussie Millions. I had some really big scores. So that's kind of propelled me to play a little bigger. And then I've done pretty well in the high rollers that I have played. So next step up is 100K. We'll see.
Next step, 100K, but that's not going to stop him from still playing the 365, the 1K everywhere. Well, of course, no table draw is ever going to be good. Yours is definitely not, but it looks like you're chipping up a little bit already. So talk to me a little bit about just the vibe and sort of, I guess everyone probably wants to know how it feels for someone who can ship a tournament, in the Midwest and then to come also be with all these crushers.
Yeah, well, it's still really early. Antes haven't started yet, so we're still getting a feel for the play and everything like that. But, it's still poker. I've played a lot of poker in my life. I've played with most of even the crushers throughout my life at different times. Yeah, it's still poker. I've played a lot of hands, and I'm not overly concerned. I put some work into my game, and I'm trying to play better, and it's only real one way to test yourself, so we'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Well, we've already talked a lot about how people at home can bet on players here. I'm sure you're familiar with the legitimate now Bank of Timex poker shares, but tell me a little bit about how you go about selling action for a tournament like this. You don't have to get too much into specifics, but what do you do and what do you recommend for players who are looking to move up?
Well, I post on social media. And just, with all the details, and that's usually good enough. Sometimes it takes a few posts. There are sites that are dedicated to selling, but I haven't really used those kind of sites in my life. And but yeah, I just post, and people ask some questions, and if you do well for investors, they tend to want to come back and
it's been a couple of good years for Ari.
Yeah, so basically, there's some happy investors out there, and then some new ones, as you hit scores and get some publicity, some other people wanted to. And, of course, it's amazing that people are willing to put their trust into me. And it's not to say that I'm not gambling quite a bit of money in this, but it's awesome to have the opportunity to be able to do it.
Well, I, of course, would just love to see you get up there. He's a crusher, too. You belong with all the crushers. Ari Engel, I'm Sarah Herring. You're with us on PokerNews.com.